Some people saw Chris Brain as a prophet. In fact, he was a priest who preyed on women in his congregation and sexually abused them. Brain ran a wildly popular rave-inspired evangelical movement called the 9 o'clock service at this church in Sheffield. Throughout the 80s and 90s, it was encouraged by the Church of England because it was bringing 18 to 30-year-olds into the church. In fact, he dominated and abused his position to brainwash and sexually assault women. He spoke psychobabble to them, the prosecution said, women who'd been through trauma, telling them they could be healed through sexual contact with him. There was even a list of rules given to a team of women set up to care for Brain and his family, cooking, cleaning, even looking after the dog. Some were even required to put Brain to bed.
This is a case that could and should have been prosecuted 30 years ago. Justice has been a long time coming, but it's very good that there's been a measure of justice for at least some of the victims in this case. These events happened on the Church of England's watch. Brain was their man, he was their priest, they promoted him. And I think they have major questions to answer about how this was able to go on for so long, despite the red flags that were being raised along the way.
In a statement, the Bishop of Sheffield, Pete Wilcox, said, "What happened was an appalling abuse of power and leadership that should never have occurred. Where concerns were raised in the past and were not acted upon properly, that was a failing of the Church. For those institutional failures, I offer an unreserved apology." The former priest was convicted of 17 counts of indecent assault against 9 women. He was cleared of 15 further counts, and the jury was unable to reach a verdict on 5 others. The church collapsed in 1994 and Brain resigned holy orders. In court, he was described as a man who would pick off vulnerable women. One said he was a predator, hiding in plain sight.